Hey, listeners. Welcome to Straight Wife, Trans Life. I'm Lisa. So, my son started middle school in August, and not even a month in, he came home and shared how upset he was that a kid in his PE class, PE stands for physical education here, called another kid a gay pedophile. Let me repeat that. A fellow sixth grader, a kid who is 11 or 12 years old, called another kid a gay pedophile. Middle school involves a new school with new kids and new families. And I don't hide the fact that my spouse is transgender, but I'm also not giving out that information freely until I adjust to this new environment. And I have to remember that my son is also adjusting. This didn't feel like a great way to start, but I have to remember that this is a kid. And sometimes kids, even adults, just need to be reminded that words and actions mean things. We will see how the year progresses. And I'm welcoming back my son today. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Hi.
Hi. You are now 11 years old and last month started middle school, which is 6th to 8th grade in our area. Recently, you came home and told me something disturbing that a student had said in your earshot. Can you share what happened and what that student said?
Yes, I was in the locker rooms for PE, and luckily there's a teacher nearby, but there was somebody who called another kid a gay pedophile, and the teacher went over there and was like, hey, that's not good. He was like, hey, don't do that. Here's a white slip.
What does a white slip mean?
It's like a if you get 3, then something bad happens. I don't remember what it was. He might have also gotten a detention, but I don't know.
Where do you think that this kid learned to say something like gay pedophile?
Probably from his parents.
Yeah, that's not good. You understand that pedophile is not a good word or thing to be, but do you know what that word means?
I don't know what that word means.
All right, well, since that kid said it and we are at that age of being told what things mean, pedophile basically means an adult who is attracted to a kid, basically a minor, and sexually attracted to them, which is why I'm always telling you that nobody gets to touch you in your private areas, right?
Yeah.
What was your reaction before the teacher came over and this kid was saying this?
I should do something.
Is it because you have a member in the LGBTQ community in your family?
Yeah. I was partially mad and partially sad.
Do you think that he even understands what he said?
No.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that there was a teacher there. If there wasn't a teacher around, what do you think would have happened?
I think a lot of people would have ignored it, but I personally would have gone over and been like, hey.
If you had responded to this kid, let's say the teacher maybe wasn't right there at that moment and you told this kid like, hey, this isn't a nice thing to say, what do you think his reaction would have been to you? Just based on what you know of him so far, which probably isn't much since you haven't been in middle school for that long.
Probably maybe have grabbed me by the collar.
Is he a 6th grader or is he bigger? Or
6th grader.
Have you seen him grab people before?
Yes.
Really? This doesn't sound good.
No, it's not good.
Okay, so just remember that, yes, it's great that you speak up about things that might not be nice or kind, but that your safety is always a top priority and that sometimes we have to think about the consequences if we do speak up in a certain situation, if it's going to be safe and if it's the right time. Otherwise, you might want to think about, you can come to me and we can think about a different way. We can look at the school policies. We can figure out if we can talk to somebody else first. You know, there's other ways that we can maybe work around that. So that's just an important thing to think about. And you have a good gut feeling. I think you understand when things might not be the right time to say certain things. And that's a really good quality to have.
Yeah.
Has it come up that you have a transgender parent?
No, but if I did have to say something else that was good about middle school, it's that the food is really good.
I will say that your other parent and I went to your back to school night, and I did notice there was a pride flag in one of your classrooms. And for me, that means something important to me now that I mean, it's always something that I supported, but now that we are part of the LGBTQ plus community, I think it's nice. It gives you a sense of relief that you're in a safe space. So that's been kind of nice for me to see that.
Yeah.
Well, I want to tell you how much I appreciate that you come to me and that you know that you can always talk to us about anything. That's really important that we have these conversations, even if they feel weird and uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for being a caring person and understanding that what that kid said is not funny and it's really mean. I don't think he was trying to be funny, but I think it's nice that you understand that it's not a nice thing to say and that you won't tolerate that. It's really important. And I think the more that we can have, conversations like this, hopefully it helps make things better.
Yeah, I agree. Should I have come prepared with jokes?
God, no.